started. So if anyone has come in and they did not get the announcement, we do have reserved seating down in the middle for all of the award recipients, as well as anyone who's presenting an award this evening. We have seating down here if it makes it easier for you. Please feel free to take advantage of that. We're going to get started like we normally do, and that is with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if we could ask everyone to please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before we formally begin the program, we would just kindly ask if everyone could please turn off their electronic devices, if you could put your earbuds away or any other device that would, interfere with you hearing us calling your name, that would be much appreciated. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mrs. SBRHS, who's going to acknowledge some of our staff members as well as other recipients that are here this evening and school committee members and such.
That goes into tonight's ceremony. We spend months putting it together. We have a lot of people from the public that are sponsors of scholarships and all for you students here today. So it's a really, really well thought out evening. And at this time, I would like to acknowledge our building principal, of course, Mr. Lansky. Mrs. Brelsford and Mrs. DeCudo, assistant principals. And Mr. Jeff Schoonover, our superintendent of schools. And we have a number of school committee members here as well. These people all spend a lot of time during the course of the week putting things together for you so you have a great education. It's a lot of work, many, many hours that go unnoticed sometimes by people. We have Mr. Pierce here this evening. Mr. Villaducci. We have Mr. Larrabee. We also have Mr. Poisson from the guidance department of the high school. We have Mr. Austin, who, as you know, is from The Spectator and is here at every single event without fail. I'm hoping I didn't miss anyone, but I want to thank you all wholeheartedly on our behalf for everything you do for us. We'd also like to thank Mrs. Carolyn Gloucester, who baked for us today. So later, please don't leave without stopping by the Student Dining Center. We have refreshments. I know some of you probably didn't even eat yet, so I get it. Mrs. O'Connell, she's the administrative assistant in the guidance department that helps me with getting all these things together, which we did just before leaving today. Mr. Adams and the engineering technology students, they printed our programs. And all the National Honor Society volunteers that came to help their fellow students for this evening, so it would be a well-run show. Okay?
We'd also like to thank our National Honor Society officers. This evening, we all of them are present, of course, and we have our treasurer, Catherine Eston, our secretary, Emily Canuel, our vice president, Sofia Valiente, and our president, William Medeiros. We would really like to thank the members of the National Honor Society who worked very, very hard this year on many initiatives. The group alone obviously had their community service requirement, and they exceeded that with over 2,000 community service hours combined with all of our members. We also this year participated in several events one of them which was called the Turkey Brigade, and we were able to feed 100 families, including every one of them receiving a turkey and all of the fixings for the holiday. We worked on a holiday get-together for all the faculty members in the district's children. And we also did, for the first time, a Make It a Meaningful March drive, and we did a hygiene drive to help homeless people as well as those that are living in shelters. And we were able to raise or to collect over 800 items. And we were able to package those to give to 70 individuals as well. And that was a community effort with the middle schools, the elementary schools, and the high school. So I want to say thank you very much, and I appreciate all your work. So with that said, we have one speech this evening from the president, and I would like to call up Will so he can present to you.
So I'll skip the formalities for now. We want to get out of here kind of quickly. So my fellow seniors, we made it. In just a few days, we graduate high school. As we step off that stage, we'll be taking the first steps of the rest of our lives. On Friday, we will look ahead to what life will bring us and what we will bring life. As we go on our separate ways, we have to remember what brought us here. We are all here tonight as members of the National Honor Society, and the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society, scholarship, leadership, character, and service, should be central to all of our future endeavors. Scholarship is more than just getting good grades in school. Scholars are curious people who like to learn new things. Scholars are creative people who can think in original ways and solve problems. Scholars are critical thinkers who can assess information and come to objective decisions. All of these elements of scholarship are important in more areas than just school. Remembering the importance of scholarship will ensure that you can achieve your goals. Good scholarship is the base of any individual. Being a good scholar means that you will have the drive to work toward your goals. You will be a problem solver, and with a level head, no challenge will stand in your way. As we all move on in life, scholarship should be the foundation we stand on to improve ourselves and the world around us. And no matter what we plan to do in our lives, we should strive to be leaders. Although we will not always be in a leadership position with a fancy title, we can always lead by example. These types of leaders are the most important in our everyday lives. By being a leader who is positive and works with your peers, you can influence people to show their best side. A leader must strive to gain the respect of the people they are leading. Mutual respect will ensure that a leader succeeds. This means that leaders must be listeners. If we respect the people we are trying to lead, then they will respect us back. And if we are respected, then people will follow us. Ultimately, demonstrating good leadership will allow us to gain the respect of our colleagues no matter how we choose to go on in our lives. Having a good character will never be a bad thing. Being friendly and nice goes a long way in building relationships with other people. Simply being polite will help you succeed. The central part of character to me, though, is having an open mind. As we go on in life, we will meet many people who are very different from us. We have to embrace the differences between us and the other people we encounter. If we immediately dismiss people because they have different beliefs, we will never learn to understand other people. Understanding starts a dialogue, which will get people with different views to work together towards common goals. This is why we have to be tolerant of others. Being tolerant and open-minded is another way to gain the respect of others, and this respect is crucial to building meaningful relationships. Basically, just be a good person, and you'll already be halfway to success. So with scholarship, leadership, and character, we are all bound to succeed. But we still cannot forget service. As we move forward and succeed on whatever path life takes us, we have to give back to those around us. This can start with volunteering in whatever community we end up in. A community is only as strong as its weakest member. And it is imperative that the most able members in a community give charitably to support the less fortunate. There will always be needy people who could use the help of those who are more well off. And we are likely to be the ones who are well off. So it is our duty to carry out service to help improve the conditions of those around us. When we step off of the stage on Friday, diploma in hand, many of us will be very happy to be leaving school. A lot of students don't want anything to do with high school anymore. Now, it is perfectly acceptable to be excited that we're moving on in our lives. But whether we like it or not, Somerset Berkeley Regional High School will always be the high school we graduated from. We cannot change that. Instead, we should embrace it. As we all go on our separate ways, we have to remember that Somerset and Berkeley will always be our homes. We have all had some great times together here. Through all of the case rallies, the sports games, the concerts, the dances, we've all done it together. We've all struggled together. We've all struggled through high school together. And now we have finished. This school is a major component of who we all are, and we are a major component of what this school is. So as we go on to change the world, we cannot forget the little guys in Somerset Berkeley. I would like to thank everyone, my teachers, my parents, my peers, for helping me along the way. I also thank the administration, Mrs. Pereira, Mrs. Farias, and everyone who made tonight possible. And finally, I would like to wish my peers good luck as we move on in the world. No matter where we go, may all of our endeavors be fruitful, and may we live life to the fullest. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their evening, and I'll pass it on to whoever I'm passing it on to.
At this time, we'll call it Mr. Lanczewski to say a few words.
So I'd like to welcome everybody here to National Honor Society Night. It's one of the best nights of the year where we get to celebrate you folks who have put in so much hard work for 13 years. And so I did a lot of thinking. When you're going to give a speech, they tell you one of the first lessons is think about your audience. Who are you speaking to? And I'm talking to you, the best and the brightest that we have and that's out there. And in listening to Will's speech, I listened a lot about the 4 pillars and what it means. And if you stop and you think about those 4 pillars, it's about giving back and giving to other people. And Will did such a wonderful job with doing that. I'm not going to try to upstage that because I don't think I can. So let me talk a little bit about you. Being the best and the brightest means you are focused on those 4 pillars, on helping others, being scholars. But make sure you take time for yourself. The biggest thing you can do for yourself is search for happiness. The mistake that you'll make is that as you are the brightest, things are going to seem to get complicated. It's going to go fast. There's more things. People are going to tell you more things. Little things become really big things really quickly. And what you need to remember is happiness is not always found in the large things. The large things that are out there are hard to attain and tough to repeat. And if you're only running to find happiness in the large things, you come up short and you're not taking care of yourself. What I want you to think about doing is taking time to find happiness in the small things. You will be surprised in this world if you take time, slow down, and look around. that you'll be able to find true happiness in things that you never thought were even there, or that occur every moment, you just overlook them. Whether it be a wave from the person across the room that you haven't seen for years, a smell of that great piece of pizza that you haven't had in a long time because you've been on that diet, or sometimes the smallest thing that makes you happy is just that the hair color comes out of your hair after you do a challenge. But those little things are repeatable. And if you stay with those little things, you'll have this happiness just grow inside of you. And no matter how complicated the world tries to make your life, you will overtake it. And you'll have that inside of you. I'm so proud of all of you. And I'm so excited to see how you're about to change the world. You are our world. You are going to make us a better place. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Congratulations, class of 2017.
As we continue in the evening, we would just like to, again, just let everyone know that at any point, if anyone has to leave, please notice where the exits are, as well as, didn't think we'd have to say this, but if the lights go off, which happens in January, just please stay in your seat and we'll get someone to them, or we don't want anyone to get hurt trying to get out of their seat. So, safety first. And second, before we get to the awards, we would just like you to know, it's a no-judge zone. This means that Senora and Mrs. Farias are seeing all of this for the first time, and it's a surprise to everyone here. So the students don't know, the parents don't know, you don't know what you're receiving. The only students that know what they're receiving are the members of the National Honor Society when they receive their cord, tassel, and pin. So sometimes people get excited, which I hope you do. There's sometimes screams, and that's great. And feel free to come down and take pictures because you weren't expecting it. So we'll wait for you. We want you to take lots of pictures of your young men and women. So please, feel free to have lots of applause. It's a good time, and we are very excited to announce all of these surprise winners. So if we could have Miss Diane Piskowski come up, who will be presenting the Brown Book Award.
Good evening. I have to stand on my toes to see you guys. No, this will work. Now we don't have to hold it. This is my first year doing the Brown Book Award. Some people in my class know that I graduated from Brown. I had my 40th reunion this past weekend. And as I walked through there, I was thinking of you guys and how you're going to feel coming back here. So I want to read you something from my alma mater. And I want you to think about this, okay? It says, "Our hearts swell within us with joyful emotion as the name of Old Brown and loud chorus we raise. The happiest moments of youth's fleeting hours we pass neath the shade of these time-honored walls. And when we depart from thy friendly protection and boldly launch out upon life's stormy main, we oft look behind us with grateful affection and live our bright college days over again. And when life's golden autumn with winter is blending and brows now furrowed by care, oh then, as in memory backward we wander and roam the long vista of past years adown. On the scenes of our student life, often we ponder and smile as we murmur the name of Old Brown. And I hope you have those thoughts the next time you come to Somerset Berkeley. So the Brown Book Award honors the the junior who best combines academic excellence with clarity in written and spoken expression. Language is the highest expression of our humanity. It defines what we are and what we aspire to be. Those who use words effectively will be the leaders of our next generation. In them, we invest our hope. To them, we accord our respect. With this award, we salute their potential. This is presented to Jillian Levesque.
The next award is the Harvard Prize Book Award. The prize book of the Harvard Alumni Association, The prize book of the Harvard Alumni Association shall be awarded to an outstanding student in the next to graduating class who displays excellence in scholarship and high character combined with achievement in other fields. This prize book is offered in recognition by Harvard Club of New Bedford, Fall River, and is awarded to Jeremy Desser. Would you like to come up to present the Holy Cross Book Prize?
As an alumnus of this great high school, of Blue Raider, and as an alumnus of a great liberal arts college, Holy Cross, I always look forward to being here for this event to award the Holy Cross Book Prize. In addition to recognizing academic achievement, the award is presented to a student who is socially aware, who recognizes that we should be men and women for others. So it's with great pleasure that I present the Holy Cross Book Prize tonight to Zachary T. Martin.
Next, we have the DECA Business Book Award. This award is given to a Somerset Berkeley Regional High School DECA Business Technology student who exemplifies the overall characteristics of academic, civil, and social responsibilities within education, the institutions, and communities he or she represents. This is funded by the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School Raiders Turf School Store and the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School Business Technology Department. And the recipient is Haley E. Langton. Next, we have the St. Michael's College Book Award. This award is for academic achievement with a social conscience, recognizing outstanding students that demonstrate a strong commitment to volunteerism and leadership in their communities. The college was founded by the Society of St. Edmund, which holds a special commitment to serving others and creating impactful communities as an extension of the Catholic faith. Today, the Book Award represents just one way in which St. Michael's College strives to fulfill its mission to better the human condition by honoring those who lead with the true spirit of volunteerism. Book Award recipients must be inductees of the Honor Society or an equivalent. Tonight's recipient will receive First They Killed My Father, a Daughter of Cambodia Remembers by Luang, an acclaimed author and alum of St. Michael's College. Tonight's recipient may also be considered for scholarship at St. Michael's, ranging in amounts from $12,000 to full tuition, contingent upon acceptance to the college. And the recipient of this award this evening is Gina R. Gagliotti. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Taradash to come up on stage.
You don't get much of that these days when you're my age. However, Benjamin Franklin founded the University of Pennsylvania in 1740. And this award is given to the junior who mostly exemplifies his life and himself. So you may not know very much about Benjamin Franklin, so the book is here to be read, and next year at this time I will interview the award winner and give him a pop quiz as well. So the award is, recipient is Autumn Rayrick.
this time, we'd like to call up Mrs. Ferris.
Good evening. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated leadership, shown a commitment and understanding of social issues, and achieved academic excellence in history and social sciences. This outstanding student exemplifies these qualities and more. She is an intrinsically motivated, civic-minded student who is enrolled in a rigorous course program and will make a positive impact within her community. On behalf of the Social Studies Department, I am honored to present the Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award to Colby Yokel. We're going to go a little out of order on the program. I'm a little further down, so we're going to do the Excellence in AP Psychology next. This award is presented to a student who has demonstrated outstanding college-level achievement through their performance and participation in AP Psychology. On behalf of Mr. Raymond McDonald and myself, I am honored to present the Excellence in AP Psychology Award to Mackenzie Mitchell. And lastly, Excellence in AP History. This award is presented to a student who is enrolled and completed the AP US History, AP World History, and AP European History courses. This student is passionate about history and has demonstrated outstanding college-level achievement through her performance and participation in the AP History program. On behalf of Mr. Correa, Mr. Petty, and myself, I am honored to present the Excellence in AP History Award to Catherine Esther.
Thank you, Mrs. Ferris, for shaking things up. Mrs. Ferris is very special to us, so we allowed her. Next, we'd like to call up Mr. Matthew Talbot, the content coordinator for the Science Department, to present many awards.
So I come bearing awards from both science, technology, and math. And yes, we do give a lot of awards, but when we have great kids like we do, we like to celebrate them and their successes. The first award tonight is the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, one of the world's finest technological universities, proud to recognize the achievements of an outstanding science and math student in the junior class. A minimum $60,000 scholarship is awarded to the student should he pursue study at Rensselaer and qualifies for the scholarship. I'm pleased to award the Rensselaer Award to Eddie Michel Rana. presented to a junior in recognition of outstanding academic achievement and superior intellectual promise in the field of science. University of Rochester and Boston Law offer the recipient a scholarship of $30,000 over 4 years if she attends a university and qualifies for the scholarship. This year's Boston Law Award goes to Gemma Elizabeth Bruce. Young Leaders Award is presented to a junior in recognition of strong leadership experience at school, in the community, high grades, challenging courses, and extensive involvement in extracurricular activities. University of Rochester and the Kodak Company offers the recipient a scholarship over 4 years if she attends the university. This year's George Eastman Young Leaders Award goes to Jillian Rose Levette. The Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology Award is presented to a junior in recognition of a strong interest in innovation technology and a high level of achievement in this area, exposure to new technologies outside of the school, such as pursuing serious work opportunities in local laboratories or industry, and leading other students to new approaches to old problems and best use of communication tools. University of Rochester and the Xerox Corporation offers a recipient a scholarship over 4 years if she attends the university. This year's Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology Award goes to Cara Emily Canoose.
So this is the first year in about 20 years since the scholarship's inception that I've been able to present the award on behalf of my late father. This is the Donald McNamara Award for AP Physics. The Donald J. McNamara Award is presented to the most outstanding senior physics student at Somerset Berkeley Regional High School. Don McNamara was a beloved physics teacher at our former Somerset High School. His motto, "It's all physics," still resonates through the science department. This year's award goes to William Raposo Medeiros.
Top senior student in math and science. This year's Air Force Award is given to Haley Madison Chase. just for the record, I'm the one who named this next award. The Diane Paskowski Chemistry Award is presented to the most outstanding senior AP chemistry student at Somerset Berkeley Regional High School. What made this student the perfect candidate for this award was academic achievement in science for all 4 years, exceptional laboratory skills, and excellent attitude towards learning in AP chemistry. It's an honor to present this award to Sophia Elizabeth Valiente. This year, the Amgen Certificate of Outstanding Achievement Award in Biotechnology is being presented to 2 students, their excellent leadership skills of the Science Olympiad team. The recipients conducted several presentations on new research in biotechnology and other areas of science. Their decision-making always reflected compassion, fairness, and good judgment, especially when faced with challenges in the management of the team and competition preparation. It's an honor to present these awards to Veronica Fisher and Alexis Dubé. The Joanne E. Sylvia Biology Achievement Award is presented to an outstanding senior biology student at Somerset Berkeley Regional High School. What made this student the perfect candidate for the award was academic achievement in science, excellent laboratory skills, and an excellent attitude towards learning in biology. It's an honor to present this award to Joseph Montero. The Environmental Science Achievement Award is presented to the most outstanding senior environmental science students at Somerset Berkeley Regional High School. And one of the neat things about this year is we had a tie. The 2 students that are going to receive the award were perfect candidates for their skills in the laboratory, both inside the class and on the beach, as well as excellent classroom contributions and an excellent attitude towards learning environmental science. It's an honor to present the awards to Dylan John Sariva and Tara Lynn Morissette. The Excellence in Environmental Stewardship Award is presented to an outstanding science student at Somerset Berkeley Regional High School, captain of the 2017 Somerset Berkeley Regional High School Environthon team. This recipient has been a member of the Environthon team for all 4 years, Eagle Scout, and has helped lead our team to attain an impressive status against other schools across the state. It's an honor to present this award to Ferris John Costa.
Talbot. I really meant it. Take lots of photos. You can't get this time back. Promise. The next set of awards are presented by me, Mrs. Erica Pereira, who's also the World Language Content Coordinator. So it is my great pleasure to present 3 awards this evening for outstanding achievement in French, Portuguese, and Spanish. Our first recipient for outstanding achievement in French is Catherine Eston. I know we're not giving them like thousands of dollars, but we gave them the gift of speaking another language. You can make thousands of dollars by learning more languages. Our next recipient for outstanding achievement in Portuguese, Sofia B. Costa. And for outstanding achievement in Spanish, Allison Schaubs. The next awards, the first for the Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award. We have 2 recipients this evening. These awards are given to those students who are recognized by the United States Army in recognition for their outstanding performance in the classroom, athletic fields, and dedication to their community. Mrs. SBRHS and I are very proud, as the daughter of an Army retiree and the wife of an Army service member, to present these this evening to Samantha L. Borges and Chase J. Franco. I will also be presenting United States Marine Corps Scholarship Excellent Award. I am also the wife of a United States Marine Corps member. I'm very proud of that. And this award is for academic excellence and leadership as a high school scholar. And this award this year is for Joseph Montero. So it is with great pleasure that I read this letter from the White House and the President of the United States, Donald Trump. He's not able to be here this evening, so I will read his remarks. I am pleased to extend greetings to your entire school as you gather to congratulate the winners of the President's Education Award. Education is a lifelong pursuit and offers countless rewards for those who strive for knowledge and work hard to achieve success. By setting high standards for yourself, by making the most of your educational opportunities, and by diligently working to reach your goals, you are well on your way toward realizing these rewards. I commend you for your academic and civic achievements and hope you will continue to pursue your educational goals. Your community and your country are counting on you. Melania joins me in wishing you continued success as we share the pride of your parents, teachers, and friends. Sincerely, Donald Trump. So we have a number of people receiving this award. So first we have Emily Arcanuel. Sadie Dahlberg. Grace E. Goodwin.
the President's Education Awards Program Silver Awards. You also will have a copy of a letter from President Trump as well with your packet. The first recipient, Samuel A. Baker. J. Damaris. Ashley E. Frank. Sydney L. LaVoy. Talia N. Alyssa C. Webb. Next, we have the Daughters of the American Revolution. This certifies that Haley Chase, having been selected as the DAR Good Citizen of Somerset Berkeley Regional High School for the current year, and having demonstrated the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism, is hereby awarded this DAR Good Citizens Certificate. Mr. Talbot.
Ms. Shane, the SCA president, was not able to come today, so I'm saving you some time and volume. Every year, the Somerset Teachers Association awards scholarship based on scholastic, extracurricular, and personal achievement. This year, we're very pleased to award a $1,000 and $500 scholarship to two outstanding and impressive individuals. Recipients of the 2017 Somerset Teachers Association scholarships are Brady LePage and Kelly Johnson. In addition to our annual scholarships, the Presidential Award has been created by the Somerset Teachers Association in order to honor students that have shown leadership and dedication to their peers, school, and community. Recipients of the 2017 Somerset Teachers Association Presidential Award is Maxwell Fletcher and Abigail Texera.
Thank you, Mr. Talbot, for your help and for staying with the script. Any of the students who are here to help with Mr. Talbot in the Student Dining Center, if you could please head that way, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Next, we have the South Elementary School Cricket Scholarship. This scholarship is sponsored by the South School PTO. And this year's recipient is Brady W. LePage. Our next award, the F. Robert Lang Scholarship, also sponsored by the South School PTO. This year's recipient, Sophia E. Valiente. The next award is for the Francophone Association Scholarship. This is given to the outstanding senior student of French, the highest rank, and that would go to Catherine Eston. The next awards are the New England Institute of Technology Senior Scholarship, and we have 3 recipients. Jacob Carvalho. Is Mr. LeCompte here? So next we have the James LeCompte Memorial Scholarships, and we have 2 recipients this evening. This annual award goes to an individual or individuals who have demonstrated the courage and determination to succeed despite difficult circumstances. These individuals are not chosen because of a high GPA, stellar SATs, but rather is given to the student who, through personal integrity and strength of character, has accumulated the respect of the faculty and students of Somerset Berkeley Regional High School. This student or these students have exemplified the traits of a real leader and a person we believe will continue to make Somerset Berkeley Regional High School proud. Caroline Foley.
Next, we have the Somerset High School Class of 1960 Scholarship, Mr. Richard Bernardo.
"57 years ago, my classmates elected me president of the class. I never realized that it was a lifetime position. But anyway, congratulations, members of the class of 2017. It's my pleasure, in the capacity as president of the class of 1960, on the 73rd anniversary of the invasion of Normandy, to present this scholarship to Savannah K. Neely.
Next, we have the Somerset High School Class of 1961 Scholarship, Mrs. Marcoux or Ms. Hunt.
Mr. Paul Jolly with me here tonight to help me. Each year, the class of 1961 awards a scholarship to a graduate of Somerset Berkeley Regional High School. Any senior may apply, but the preference is given to a relative of our class. This year is the first time there were no applicants related to us, so now we are proud to award our scholarship to Alyssa B. Soers.
Next, we have the Somerset High School Class of 1973 Environmental Service Award Scholarship, Ms. Peskowski. Ms. Hodge? Is Ms. Hodge presenting?
It's just me. Yes, I graduated from here too.
About 4 years ago, my class got together at their 40th reunion, and we decided to have a scholarship. And being the environmentalists that we were back in those days, we planted trees over by the tennis courts. So we're responsible for those, in addition to offering these. I have to read it. This award is to a senior with a demonstrated record of commitment to protecting the natural environment for the school, local, regional, national, or world community. Should be a serious student planning on furthering his or her academic career with goal-oriented vision accompanying the preservation of ecosystems of the land, sea, or air in service of the community. While academic excellence is a plus, there are no hard and fast academic criteria other than general success in studies. This scholarship is awarded to Eric Hermanel. Cannot be with us today, but I am going to be awarding the 2 scholarships sponsored by North Elementary PTO, the Irene Horton Scholarships. And this year's recipients, we have Garrett M. Cardoza, and Alyssa C. Webb. Next, we call up Mr. Richard Piquin and Mr. Brian Murphy to present the Somerset Insurance Underwriters Association Scholarship.
Good evening. First of all, Diane, your 40th was last weekend, ours is this weekend. I'm a proud graduate of the old Somerset High and also with Mr. Pierce at the College of Holy Cross, and I'll see you at the end of the week. My 40th, your 50th, if I remember. Good evening. My name is Brian Murphy from Hub International New England, an insurance brokerage firm in Florida, Massachusetts, and currently president of Somerset Insurance Underwriters Association. I'm here with my colleague Rick Paquin from Paquin Insurance. Somerset Insurance Underwriters Association was formed over 60 years ago to assist the town in dealing with municipal and school property and casualty insurance issues, while at the same time donating to worthy causes in town, both charitable, educational, and civic. I believe our largest single donation was the model school lab for $32,000 a number of years ago. On a side note, as a former school committee member, it's always a pleasure to attend this event to kind of I think both the school committee and the school community, as well as the community at large, really basks in the reflected glow of your accomplishments. So congratulations to all recipients. You've done the town proud. Our task tonight is Somerset Insurance Underwriters Association is awarding 2 $1,500 scholarships. I had 3 kids in college 1 year in a row, so every little bit helps. The Recipients this year are Alyssa B. Soares and Veronica S. Fisher.
Next, we'll be presenting the Joseph Averis Jr. Insurance Agency Incorporated Scholarship, and this year's recipient, Catherine E. Eston. Berkeley Regional High School Class of 2015 Scholarship. This year's recipient is Mackenzie L. Mitchell. And next, to present the Pamela Lynn Harrison Jusson Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Mark Harrison and Ms. Miriam Harrison.
On behalf of myself, my family, and being a proud grader of the class of 1985 and seeing how a guy from Somerset can be a successful transit service operator in the city of Boston, I'd like to proudly present the scholarship, the Pamela Jusson Harrison Scholarship to Catherine E. Eston. Give her a hand.
Next, to present the Virginia Mullins Medical Field Scholarship, Mr. James Mullins and Miss Patricia Raposa.
Before I announce the name of the scholarship, I'd like to say a word about my wife. She was the one that supplied the money for this scholarship. I was very much surprised after she passed away. My children showed me, I don't know how the hell she ever did it with a husband and 3 kids and a mortgage, but she did. All that money comes, and whoever gets this scholarship and works in the medical field, they better be very successful at it, because someday they're going to have to talk to us, very small, beautiful young Portuguese girl who wouldn't spend a nickel to see an earthquake. This scholarship goes to Langton, Haley.
Next, we have the Somerset PM Women's Club Scholarship. And this year's recipient is Catherine E. Eston. Poor Catherine was in a wheelchair for weeks and weeks, and now the poor thing has to keep coming up here. It's part of her physical therapy, I guess. Next, we have the Raiders Remember Scholarships presented by Miss Holly McNamara and Miss Diane Piskowski.
Hi, everybody. I just have to say that when I moved home in 2013 back to Somerset, when I volunteered to chair the Raiders Remember, at the time it was an event, but now it's a scholarship committee. It's been one of the most rewarding experiences I've had. The Raiders Remember Scholarship Fund was established in 2014 as a result of the Raiders Remember farewell event for the former Somerset High School building, looking forward to new beginnings in the future of Somerset Berkeley Regional High School. Raiders Remember was founded on a core set of values, or a set of core values: loyalty, leadership, legacy, community, extracurricular involvement, personality, and presentation. We are inspired by our award winners and strongly believe that they exemplify the Raiders spirit. We truly believe that they ultimately will preserve the Raiders Remember culture and core values. So just a little bit about the application process. Every single year, this is the 3rd year, every single year we say, the committee agrees that we're only going to give out 2 scholarship winners. We go through an application process. The beginning is we review the essays. We don't know the students' names. We just grade the essays, and typically we have about 15 applicants, and we choose the top 5 or so to interview. Once we get to the interview process, there's a board of 4 or 5 committee members that interview each student, and I have to say every single year, once we meet the students, we have the most difficult time, and we want to give away the bank every time. We never limit it to the 2. So this year we're presenting the 2 winning scholarships as well as 3 runner-up honorable mention awards. On behalf of the Raiders Remember Committee, I am honored to award the 2 $2,500 Raiders Remember Scholarship winners and the 3 $500 honorable mention awards to the $2,500 scholarships: Cameron Philippe, who's attending University of New Haven; Alyssa Soares, who's attending Mass College. They typically make us cry. Alyssa made us cry the most in her interview. It was very inspiring. It really was. The 3 honorable mention winners for $500 each: Emily Canuo, attending URI; Grace Goodwin, attending Bridgewater State; Sydney Lavoie, Fairfield University.
Next, we have Ms. Lori Phoenix to present the Officer B.J. Voss Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. This is the first year that the Officer B.J. Voss Memorial Scholarship is being presented in memory of my brother-in-law, B.J. Voss, who worked with Jared Connors, who's here to help me present this evening. B.J. was a kind, caring individual. He truly loved the community of Somerset that he worked in as a police officer. And it is an honor for me to give back to this community in his memory. This evening's recipient of the Officer B.J. Voss Memorial Scholarship is Savannah Nealon. And now we have the presenters for the Marilyn Sousa Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Jameson Sousa and Ms. Jody Sousa.
Good evening, everyone. The scholarship is to remember a woman, Marilyn Sousa, my mother, my sister's mom too, that gave back to, right? That gave so much back to our community here in Somerset. She served on the Somerset School Committee, on the Advisory Finance Committee, the PTOs, and the auxiliary for the AMVETs, as well as the Somerset American Legion. She was married to an individual that served our country, retired Major Stephen Sousa in the U.S. Army. She knew that if one person serves in the armed service, then the entire family serves. We are honored that the Somerset American Legion has named their scholarship in recognizing Marilyn Sousa's contribution to our community. And the scholarships, and this is the first year we're giving this out, the 3 are Kate Faria, Carissa Garriston, and Madison Ponce.
Next, we have the Primacare PC Scholarship Foundation Awards. I'm going to name all of the recipients, so if you could please hold your applause, and then if they could stand for a photo. Eric J. Botello, Emily R. Canuel, Ashley E. Frank, Grace E. Goodwin, Sydney L. Lavoy, and Alyssa B. Swords. Photo. Why don't you guys go to the middle? It's like they're not even taking selfies all day long. They're so confused about photos. Come on. Next, we also have another group of individuals that will be receiving the Berkeley scholarships. Christopher M. Wilson, Eric J. Botello, Allison L. Charles, Cameron P. Hebert, Sadie G. Dahlberg, Sydney L. Lavoy, and Nathan R. Pereira. For the next 4 awards, we're just acknowledging these recipients for the scholarships that they have received or will be receiving. So if you would just stand at your location and then we will have a round of applause. For the Comcast Leaders Achievement Scholarship, Cameron Philippe. The Massachusetts Elks Scholarship, Lauren E. Novo. Elks Scholarship, Most Valuable Student State Scholarship, Emily R. Canuel. And the Teamsters Union Local Number 59, Umberto Battle Cruz and Ashley F. Freitas Scholarship, Sydney Lavoy. Okay, next we will be announcing the top 10, which is a surprise, even to us who are reading it. Number 10, attending Bridgewater State University, Grace E. Goodwin. Could come up here and stand, and then we'll take the group photo with the top 10, please. Number 9, attending the University of Rhode Island, Emily R. Canuel. Number 8, attending Bridgewater State University, Kate E. Farrier. Number 7, attending Endicott College, Timothy A. Frechette. Number 6, attending the University of New Haven, Cameron A. Philly.
Number 5, attending Providence College, Sadie G. Number 4, attending Stonehill College, Joseph Montero. Number 3, attending Northeastern University, Mackenzie L. Mitchell. Number 2, attending University, Massachusetts, Lowell, William R. Number 1, attending University of Massachusetts, Amherst, Catherine E. Estes.
Congratulations to the top 10. You can be seated. Thank you. Next, we have the National Honor Society scholarships, and Mrs. Farris is going to explain that process so we can make sure that we have an understanding.
The National Honor Society scholarships are open to every one of the National Honor Society students in the group, in the class of 2017. Basically, all names are placed into one huge basket, and I always catch Mr. Schoonover and Mr. Lanziski as they're walking out the door of a meeting and say, oh, by the way, reach in and pick 2 names each. This year's recipients, so we of course never know who or what, so it's just as exciting for us. So this year's recipients are, and there's 4 $500 each scholarships. Sophia Costa, Alexis Doobie, Caroline Foley, composure. Lastly, we will get to the cord, pin, and tassel distribution of all members of the National Honor Society. We will be going in alphabetical order, so the whole front row would just come up and make their way around. The administrators, if you would like to come up and hand those out for us, we would really appreciate that. As everyone's getting settled into place, we would again like to say thank you very much for people, for everyone that's here, but for all those people who have been kind enough to spend the evening with us, to have kind words to say about their family members, and of course to be giving awards out to the students and financial awards as well. We also want to thank especially those people, as we mentioned earlier this evening, who have served in the military or law enforcement. It's a very difficult job, and we all appreciate your dedication to those past, present, and future members of the military and law enforcement. So we thank you, and a round of applause to you. Okay, here we go. So if the first row would kindly stand and head over to the staircase. Thank you. Vanessa Aruda. David Babb. Samuel Baker. Christina Bodner. Eric Vitello. Christopher Barassa. Sierra Brown. Ray Byers. Emily Canuel. Alicia Carvalho. Allison Schaubs. Brittany Comfrey. Ferris Costa. Sophia Costa. Sadie Dahlberg. Adam Da Silva. Margaret Davis. Amanda Damaris. Alexis Doobie. Catherine Eston. Kate Faria. Cameron Philippe. Veronica Fisher. Caroline Foley. Ashley Frank. Timothy Frichette. Grace Goodwin. Amelia Griffin. Cameron Heber. Eric Terminal. Joy LaCava. Seth Lacriardi.